Have you ever wondered how a beam of sunlight becomes the source of all life on Earth? Welcome to the fascinating world of photosynthesis, and today we begin with the general concepts, the very heart of how plants understand and utilize light. To start, let's talk about the dual nature of light. Light behaves in two very different yet complementary ways. As a wave, light is characterized by two properties: wavelength, which is the distance between the peaks of the wave, and frequency, which is the number of waves passing a point each second. These are linked by the equation C is equals to lambda nu, where C is the speed of light, lambda is the wavelength, and nu is the frequency. But light also behaves like a particle, made up of discrete packets of energy called photons. Each photon carries a specific amount of energy described by the equation E is equals to h nu, where E is energy and h is Planck's constant. So higher the frequency, greater the energy. That's why ultraviolet light has more energy than infrared light. But here's the fun part. Plants only care about a narrow slice of this massive electromagnetic spectrum. The slice we call visible light, ranging from about 400 to 700 nanometers. That's the light you and I can see, and also the light that fuels photosynthesis. Now, how do plants capture this light? They use pigments, molecules that absorb light at specific wavelengths. The most important is chlorophyll A, which absorbs blue and red light and reflects green, giving plants their signature color. There's also chlorophyll B and carotenoids, which help by absorbing other wavelengths and passing that energy along to chlorophyll A. To understand how well pigments absorb light, scientists use an absorption spectrum. This graph shows how much light a pigment absorbs across different wavelengths. But to see how effective each wavelength is in actually driving photosynthesis, we look at an action spectrum. It maps the rate of photosynthesis under different light wavelengths. Interestingly, the peaks of both spectra align, proof that chlorophyll and its friends are the key players in capturing light for photosynthesis. But absorbing light isn't enough. Something dramatic happens next. When a pigment absorbs a photon, an electron in the molecule gets excited, jumping from a stable low energy state to an unstable high energy state. And then several things can happen. The energy might just be released as heat, or re-emitted as fluorescence, a lower energy light, or transferred to another pigment molecule nearby through a process called resonance energy transfer. Or most importantly, the excited electron itself may be transferred to another molecule, a process known as photochemistry, which is the foundation of the light reactions of photosynthesis. So, in summary, light is both a wave and a particle. Pigments in plants capture this light energy, exciting electrons, which then fuel the reactions that power plant life. Understanding these general concepts helps us appreciate how plants turn sunlight into food, not just for themselves, but for every living being on the planet. In our next lesson, we will see how these excited electrons actually move through the photosynthetic machinery. Until then, remember, every leaf is a solar panel and every photon is a spark of life.